Welcome, everybody, into another episode of the Duffy Dome. My name is Jarrod.
My name's Julie.
Well, we said we'd be back.
Sad news.
I gave it some time.
Yeah, we had to
But-
process.
Heels was canceled by Starz, and we're here to talk about it, and we're here to recap the season and maybe the series. We'll get into it more right now. This is the shortest outline I've ever written, and really, I'm just killing time to play the next clip. So thanks to everyone who's listened. We've been doing great with our numbers.
It's been fun.
This is a really good project.
I'm sad that it's over.
Potentially over, most likely over. But if you really want to know the status of Heels, let's have Wild Bill sum it up.
Now look, we are right now what we call in the business butt fucked.
Now, right after the finale, we had talked about like predicting what we thought was going to happen, but we didn't. Honestly, here's what happened. We watched this show, and we finished it the week that the first episode came out on Starz.
Yeah, we couldn't stop watching.
And we were like, this is so good. And I was like, it's really good, but it's going to get canceled.
I didn't believe you. I was like, no.
And then I said on Twitter, like, hey, it took them 3 weeks last time to announce season 2. And so I was like, maybe in 3 weeks we'll get an answer. And on September 25th, Starz canceled Heels, along with 2 other shows. And there was another show that they just flat out just changed their mind on.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Starz.
Now, on September 29th, Mike O'Malley did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, and he said that he got the news. It was just a text, like he was on the writer's picket line.
Oh,
And
that's
they were like,
right. 'Cause
they were like,
were all still...
Yeah, they're like, can you talk? And he's like, are you canceling Heels? He said that they're shopping the show around and that they don't intend for this to be the last episode by any means.
I mean, Longmire got picked up by, what was it, Netflix?
Netflix,
They
yes.
got saved by Netflix. What else got saved? Lucifer, didn't that get saved?
Yeah.
Maybe. Buffy got saved by UPN
That
back
was
in the day.
20 years ago. So really, what we're looking at here is it's been canceled by Starz and it's been removed from Starz.
Oh, that's right. It's removed. They didn't even keep it on.
Yeah, there were people that are on Twitter that are like, I didn't even get to finish the season. My screeners are still available because I was looking for that butt fucked clip this morning. And so I'm still able to watch Heels, but you can't find it on Starz. And I hope Mike O'Malley finds a home for it. But
I do too, yeah.
here's why I knew it was doomed from the start.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm ready.
First of all, the length between season 1 and season 2. They wrapped season 2 in like July or August of 2022. And it didn't premiere until this summer. Then Stephen Amell's comments about SAG and the strike.
Do you think that really had anything to do with it?
It didn't do them any favors.
Oh,
There was no publicity.
yeah. There's no publicity for anything right now, so.
I'm saying there was no they ran commercials during wrestling. But other than that, I didn't see anything. And then with the cast not being able to promote things, that hurt it. Because Stephen Amell was supposed to be on Raw like the week of the premiere.
Oh, but he wasn't allowed to.
But he wasn't allowed to because of SAG. And they're still on strike as of this recording. And I hope that it gets saved because I've really enjoyed covering this show. But the length of time, I know they're still under contract, but the length of time between filming and release, Allison Luff is pregnant.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Good for her.
Are they gonna write that in? If you were gonna save the show, would you write that in? Would you write her pregnancy in, or would you keep her out of it? I mean, I know that at this point, when they write it and when they film it, she will not be pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, she'll have had the baby. So,
but honestly, who wants to come back that early after having a kid?
I didn't. I understand. But I mean, who knows how long it'll take if they do get saved. SAG is still on strike, so who knows how long that will take for that to be over.
Yeah, things aren't looking good right now there.
So sad. I'm so sad.
So the way that we're going to look at this is that the show's done. Okay. And I will happily tell everyone I was wrong, but I just don't see a way for it to come back.
Maybe somebody will pick it up. Maybe Netflix will save it.
It's still going to take a year. Like we said before, even if it gets saved, even if they started filming, we're not going to be able to watch it for a year. Yeah. And with everything scheduling-wise backed up, it might be a year and a half. And I think that's the reason that no one will take it.
Because everything's backed up.
Because everything's backed up.
Okay. That makes sense.
It would be great if Peacock picked it up because it's home of WWE.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's also where our next show is right now, Peacock.
Come on, Peacock. Pick it up.
So let's just take a time to appreciate the show. And I will ask you, what was your favorite part? Do you want to do season 2 or you just want to do the whole show?
Oh, I don't know.
I think we did season 1 to death.
I think so too.
So what was your favorite part of season 2? Or would you rather say what's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode is actually the one with, what's the one with Wild Bill when it's the flashback and he's doing the angel movie?
That is Appearances.
That is my favorite episode. It's heartbreaking, but it is my favorite episode.
Yeah, that's the Emmy consideration
100%.
episode. I agree there. You don't have a favorite moment?
Favorite moment? I don't know if I have a favorite moment. There's a moment where those flashbacks, you get between Bill and Willie. Between Bill and Willie, like you get so much backstory in this season that those little like moments were really fun to really kind of help build on that relationship for us, at least as the viewer. I mean, obviously the final episode and the final match was very good. I like the part where Ace got poopy thrown at him. That was funny. That was funny. I liked it when he fell off a cliff because he deserved it. But it was a great season. I'm really disappointed.
I had a feeling. It's just like, God, I hope I'm wrong. And then when that happened, I was like, well, shit.
Maybe Mike O'Malley will tell us how it was supposed to end if it doesn't get picked up. Like what his thought was for it. And then we can see if it matches with what we think would have happened. What was your favorite moment?
It's hard to have a favorite moment when it's a drama because like the stuff that was really good is just like
builds
heartbreaking or painful. Mm-hmm. And I really liked that Bill got an arc where he got some redemption.
Yeah, me too.
I like the Charlie Gully, fuck you. I got a whole truckload of fuck you. I got a house built on fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious if you've listened to 1 or 2 episodes this season that I'm a big fan of Mike O'Malley and Chris Bauer. Mm-hmm. Those are the 2 people that I would love to talk to about this show.
I mean, we love everybody. Everyone is great. They all do an excellent job of making you love them or hate them. Like, it's very well acted.
What a great way to segue into a little cast appreciation.
Okay.
Let's work our way up. Okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, I'm not going to do like all the entire cast, but let's just stick with let's just start with CM Punk.
He wasn't around as much as I thought he would be. But yes, CM Punk did a good job. And so did his wife.
AJ, yes. I thought it was great that he was playing that grizzled veteran. Mm-hmm. And there was some funny shit that he said. And I like the little swerve where it's like the woman that he's with, you thought the whole time that was his wife, but it's not.
Oh, yes, that was funny.
He had a wife and a kid.
Yeah. I like that he's in a long sleeve shirt in basically almost all of his scenes because he has so many tattoos.
Apocalypse, James Harrison Jr.
I was sad he wasn't in it this season. Very sad.
Yes, that was
we don't know where he went. I mean, I know they were like, Pac just like left.
They just said he's MIA.
He's MIA, like, but we don't know what happened.
How'd you feel about David James Elliott, who played Tom Spade?
He does an excellent job. Very good.
It's funny because he's got the old man mustache that I didn't recognize him at first. Mm-hmm. I was like, he's somebody. And then I was like, David James Elliott, holy shit.
What else has he been in?
Jag.
Oh, I didn't know who that is. Yeah.
And if the world didn't have Jag, then we wouldn't have been given NCIS and the multiple spinoffs. Because NCIS is a spinoff of Jag.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
I did not know that. I didn't watch Jag. But I thought he did a great job in this show.
Don't come for my shit has permanently been placed in my vocabulary. Mm-hmm. He definitely played the hard ass very well. He was good at showing emotion and regret and sadness in appearances. He's very creepy as a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, it was very subtle in appearances. Like, I don't know that he's very selfish, and he plays it in this very interesting way. Like, the character is selfish, and he did a great job because I hate him.
I'll just run over here. Alice Barrett as Carol Spade. Speaking of, we hate him or hate them.
She's she's excellent because we just hate her so much. And
yeah, there were points where I had to stop ourselves in the middle of sentences and be like, "This is about the character."
The character. She's a spectacular actress, and she did kind of warm up a little. I don't know that she warmed up, but you can tell she has regrets of her own towards the end of
at the tail end. She's kind of given Ace a little bit of insight into how she feels.
Perhaps I made some mistakes.
But that when she was telling Bill he'd have to live with.
Yeah, I was mad.
What? Oh my God, she's the worst.
You're the worst.
Opposite of the worst. Larry Clark is Ted Day.
Oh, bless him. He's so good. He's the nicest man. He's such a good dad. He really
takes no shit.
He just wants Willie to be happy. He's like, do whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want to do. But I do like that he left her on the floor when she got super drunk. He's like, I left you there.
She's like, you left me on the floor. He's like, yep.
Yep. Yeah, I did.
And you threw up in the bathroom.
So go clean that up. You think in the first season, I feel like you think he's kind of a pushover.
Yes.
He's just a dopey guy.
And then he kicked Bill out.
He was like, no, you're out. And this season you kind of see it more he is strong and he has very strong opinions, but he is very supportive of his wife and child.
Absolutely.
Alleged child.
Yeah, alleged child. Thank you for saying that because I think it's Tom Spade's kid. Joel Murray as Eddie Earl. They kayfabed us.
I love that they gave him a bigger part in this season. Super. And he's very good at it. He's very good at being the announcer with Bobby.
And if things go the way we think we are, he is going to have the last sentence in the show.
Is he? Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, because he says, goodbye from Duffy, Georgia.
Oh, my God. Closing.
I thought it was great to bring him in as both the authority figure and an announcer. Mm-hmm. And his little back and forth sometimes with Bobby.
Yeah, it's funny.
Just the looks they gave each other. Duke Davis Roberts as Big Jim.
In the first season, you kind of, I don't know if you felt the same way. You kind of feel like he doesn't have much of a personality. He's just kind of like a dude bro. But in this season, I feel like towards the end, they gave him more of a more depth.
Personality?
More depth to his character, which I super appreciated because he seems like a really nice guy.
I think that it was interesting that he was a family man and he was pulling away from wrestling, but when he became a wrestler again, and then his character was just tell it like it is, take no bullshit, tell the truth. I think the chin guy thing went a little long, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to hate on anyone, but I don't understand why Thomas Spade had a spot on the cast when it could have been given to either Jim or Bobby Penn.
You mean in the opening credit?
Yeah, top of the show.
I don't know. Maybe it's in his contract.
I don't know, but Big Jim, he definitely came back in second season and did his thing. Marsha, I'm going to botch this last name. Debbie.
I love Deb.
Debbie is definitely the heart and soul of the DWL. She keeps that rolling when Willie, is having a bad day. Debbie's the cheerleader. Debbie's there to make things happen.
Yep.
If Debbie hadn't let Bill into the building when Ace broke Bobby's leg, then it would have been an absolute shit show.
Yep.
So it's great to see her have a part in the promo.
She makes things run.
Yeah.
And her arch, her little balloon arch. She loved the arch. She's great. And I didn't realize this. I was watching TV or I was watching something on Instagram and it was a clip from Sully. She's in the movie Sully. Like, it's one of the passengers in the plane. I didn't know that. And I was like, it's
go.
Debbie.
Robbie Ramos as Diego Cottonmouth.
Great job.
He got promoted, to the second season.
He got more screen time, and he did awesome. Especially the episode with the podcast at the wrestling, convention. He did a great job. Like, he has this kind of, subtlety, and I like it.
He definitely went from just one of the boys to someone who's, has ambitions, and I gave them shit for not wearing headphones and for talking away from the mic like this, but they finally figured it out.
But he has so much joy. Like, he brings joy to the show in a way, because it's a drama, so it's hard to find joy. And he really, every scene he's in, even the ones that are not awesome, they're sad because they're dramatic, he just brings this quiet joy about him, which I really like.
Agreed. Trey Tucker as Bobby Penn.
Love Bobby Penn.
We love Bobby Penn.
Love Bobby Penn.
You love him because he's from Texas.
I was going to say he's from Texas, so obviously he is superior to others.
Jesus.
He didn't get to do as much because he was injured still, but...
And I just still wonder why he didn't notice that there was a helicopter out front when people plastering up flyers, but...
Maybe he takes sleeping medication. Who knows? He's lovely. He treats Crystal well. We rooted for him. Sad that his leg is still broken, though.
He was very much a rookie, and it showed, but there was also a way to show the audience, what... He was there to show a behind-the-scenes look at the non-kayfabe side of a wrestling promotion.
Yeah, it was easy to explain things to Bobby, but also be explaining things to us.
Yes. There's a term for that, but I can't remember what it is. Roxton Garcia, I will say this for Thomas Spade, he got paid for season 2.
I mean, he did a great job. He's not in very many scenes, so...
I bet if I looked at his season 2 IMDb, it would just say credit only 20 times.
I feel like they could have put him in more scenes, so I was confused at why he wasn't in the last, why wasn't he at the last match,
Yeah.
That would have been easy to insert him.
He was just you're a bad mom, and that's the last time we saw him.
Yeah, poor little thing. But, I mean, he did great.
That wasn't the last time we saw him, but it's the last time he made a difference.
Yeah.
Alan Maldonado as Rooster Robbins. Rooster was... I didn't like the character, but you're not supposed to like the character, so he's doing a good job, and I can't believe he was Honey Nuts and You're the Worst.
Yes, I didn't realize that until you brought it up, and I was like, what? And we had to go look at it. But yes.
Because when he left at the end of season 1, I was like, man, fuck that guy. But then it's you can see why he did it. Mm-hmm. And then try to soften and make you like him because he's taking care of his dad.
It's hard, you don't like the character. I don't like the character either, but it is easy to have sympathy for him as well because he's got to do what he's got to do, and he has a lot of pride, and I think that his pride gets in the way of things. Alan Maldonado did a great job. He plays the part very well. There's a lot of passion, and then when you compare it to how he is in You're the Worst, it's funny. You can see the range in his acting, so... Awesome job.
Speaking of range, Kelly Berglund as Crystal Tyler. She went from
super annoying,
basically just there to be Ace's arm candy, to taking the main event, taking the belt, and
well-developed character, not just a cute wrestling girl.
Definitely. I like how they were like, hey, this is a wave we need to ride, and she was the one that everyone wanted. Every promotion, Gully wanted her because he could see the potential in her. Mm-hmm. And she did very well about being reluctant to jump into that role because she didn't think she was good enough. But when this, like I said, that scene where she's walking out for the first time after she turned heel, and you see that wave of booze hit her and she just takes it in. Mm-hmm. I was like, that was an excellent scene.
Yeah.
Mary McCormick as Willie Day.
I mean, I loved Willie in season 1. Her little quips were super amusing. And I loved her less this season, but I think she's fallen apart, this season. Mary does a great job with her, though. She brings a lot of inner turmoil to the role. Everybody's got inner turmoil, though, because, it's a drama. But excellent job. Mwah.
The way that she can run the show, but the way that she was talking to Stacy when it was oh, you want to know everything?
Yeah.
Come on.
Here you go.
Come see.
I feel so much better now.
That was a great performance. Just
I liked it when she was real excited about getting to write.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, when she's writing and she's like, "Oh man, we got a great script,"
She's all
and then
fired up.
Jack's like, "Well, fuck it." This next one, we made fun of her a lot.
Stacey Spade?
Stacey Spade, Allison, played by Allison Love.
We don't make... Well, we do. 'Cause she's on the
We
case.
ragged on her so hard because she's on
the case.
It was Meanwhile at the Piggly Wiggly, and then Stacey's on the case.
But she's good. Like, she does a good job. Like, you can tell, even when they're separated, that she loves her man. And she's conflicted.
She played a very good, annoying Southern wife.
Yes. Waiting to see what you were going to say there.
What did you think I was going to say? That you're the annoying Southern
Yeah,
wife?
that you have a lot of experience with annoying Southern wives.
I was going to say that's something we are familiar with because we are around them. And she is also great at explaining things to the audience when she's actually explaining things to Jen.
I super appreciate that. Yeah, I love having her at wrestling matches because she explains things to me.
Alexander Ludwig as Ace Spade.
Oh my gosh, he's great. He's grown so much. Like, the character grown so much. I do not hate him anymore.
He's gone from a child, a man-child, to someone who's trying to
a slightly childish man.
Trying to make a difference in the ways that he thinks are the right way to do things. He did a great job.
He did.
There's really not anyone that we're going to shit on
No,
in
everyone
this
did
show
a great
because
job.
it's like we may hate the characters, but these actors are just
spectacular.
Wonderful. And I can appreciate the work he did in the ring.
Yeah.
Because there's
difficult.
When he's doing those moonsaults off the top rope in the ring, that's him.
Is it?
I mean, you can watch it when he's taking bumps in the ring, but right before the condemned gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of hitting the ropes, doing all that.
Does that hurt? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hurts to run the ropes. It hurts to take a bump. You're falling down. And you saw from AEW when they pulled all the padding back, the padding's like that.
Oh.
And the way he played the condemned was really good. I mean, it was Sting-esque, but I appreciated it. And I think that it would be interesting to see where the condemned went.
Yeah.
With the next season.
One more season. Come on.
Chris Bauer as Wild Bill. Just the best. Just I have said this and I will keep saying it, that man deserves all the acting nominations and
so
wins.
Good. I hope he gets nominated and I hope he wins.
Give Chris Bauer a fucking trophy for being Wild Bill.
When are they going to do that? Like, when do we find out if he got nominated?
Oh, they haven't even done nominations yet because they haven't even done the ceremonies for this year.
He was great. It was great to see Wild Bill evolve. Everybody evolved in the second
Everyone
season.
evolved really, really
organically.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he had this random turner. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're watching shows or a movie and it's like, well, that seemed a little abrupt. Like, that's not what happened here. It was also organic and well written.
I think it's because when we come in season 1, that is a snapshot right after a moment.
Which we didn't know it was so close.
Yes. So they are reacting to what happened. And now that I look back at it, the drunken Bill on the plane thing, the not giving a shit about wrestling, how much of that had to do with Tom's death?
We don't know. And like, I knew we were dealing with highly traumatized individuals, obviously, but I did not realize how fresh the incident was. So yeah, like, a lot of growth has happened. They've gone through a lot of the grieving process.
Yes. Season 2, Wild Bill, vastly different, but still kind of the same because he was still banging that State Fair lady. And God damn it, if they save this show and they kill off Wild Bill, the threat's still there.
Oh my God. If Wild Bill does not return, I will not be watching it. This podcast will not continue.
Well, we're doing another show. But anyway.
I'm just saying, if Heels comes back, we're not doing another Heels podcast.
Okay. Fair enough. You've been warned. Stephen Amell.
Great job, Stephen
Jack
Amell.
Spade.
He has this like quiet burning rage, which is very Tom Spade-esque. It's like he doesn't want to be like his dad, but it's like they both have this burning, like simmering rage.
I really appreciate the effort that Stephen Amell took not only to be in super shape for season 2. That man was ripped. All the work in the ring.
And he likes wrestling too. So you can see like Stephen Amell has a passion for wrestling because, he's been on wrestling prior to even being on the show. Like, you can tell that he loves it, and he brought that to the role.
There was a couple of things that Stephen Amell shouldn't have done, and one was the whole SAG incident, and 2, the accent. Can we just kind of cackle at the accents that came and went?
Did his come and go?
Yes, when he got mad.
It would.
But I know that you said that happens with yours, but it was just like.
That's what happens to me. Yeah, I don't have that bad of an accent normally. And then when I shut up, and then when I get mad or I'm talking about my accent, then it comes out more.
And the Jack Spade wrestling character, he really laid it on thick.
Yes, yeah, that was on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's times when the way everybody said, Duffy!
You know what? Stacey Spade's accent was actually pretty good.
Was it?
I thought so.
Okay. There are just times with Stephen Amell where it's like, oh, come on, dude.
Well, it's not like he's a British person.
He's Canadian.
Is he?
The two main leads are Canadian.
Are they? That's funny. I mean, it wasn't terrible. And I think it's just jarring for us because we're not from Georgia. So a Georgia accent sounds a little strange to us.
But how much of that is like over-exaggerated, like the Varsity Blues accent?
Yeah. We need to get a dialect coach to like tell us if they're good or not.
Stephen Amell was a great leader for the show.
Yes.
And I saved this for last. Mike O'Malley, who played Charlie Gully and was also the showrunner.
Good job, Mike.
God damn it, I love Charlie Gully. God damn it, I love Charlie Gully so much.
He's come a long way since Nickelodeon.
I think it's funny that it's like, maybe it's because I'm older. Maybe it's because you
identify with Charlie Gully.
He's just not unreasonable. It's like, he's like, I'm trying to work with you here. You showed up and punched me in the fucking face. And I know he's supposed to be the bad guy, but there are times when I'm like, he's making 100% sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that he's really a bad person. He just runs a different kind of show. And to other people, it's like it's the big bad, rich dude who does this for fun, and we do it. It's our life. But it is his life. He loves it. Good job, Mike O'Malley.
Yeah, and Mike O'Malley was... And to showrun this show during COVID... Mm-hmm. He's out there like on strike, standing up for the writers, and it's like, hey, your show's canceled. And he's still like, now that the writer's strike has been resolved, he's out there probably as we speak trying to find a new home for this show.
Mm-hmm. I hope he's successful.
So I really appreciate Mike O'Malley. I still need to order that Gully shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Though we also should mention that Heels was created by Michael Waldron. He also created Loki for television. For television. You knew that.
No.
He is yes. So he went, and he also wrote Doctor Strange, didn't he?
Neat.
So this dude, not only is he pumping out Marvel content, but he also created Heels.
Excellent show. He did the Loki that's on Disney Plus right now?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to go watch that this evening. So
he also wrote Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I mean, that was a good movie.
So I don't think he had any involvement with this second season, but, he created all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Excellent job, friends.
There's a lot of characters we didn't like, but that's because the actors that portrayed them were that good. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate every single actor that we mentioned, and all the directors and all the writers
and everyone
as well.
We didn't mention, all of the other actors.
So hopefully this isn't the last time that we talk about Heels, but if it is...
Are you going to speculate for what you thought would happen?
I don't want to speculate.
You don't want to tell everyone. Okay.
I don't like when people do that.
Okay.
I don't like when people fantasy book shit because it's like, why are you wasting your energy?
Okay. Fair enough.
Before we go, we're going to talk real quick about what we're going to be reviewing next. If you have Peacock, and everybody should get Peacock, it's free. And if you pay the $4 a month, you get WWE pay-per-views. There's a program called Kingdom.
I've seen some bits of it.
It is an excellent show that talks about MMA, and it follows a small gym, and it stars Frank Grillo, Jonathan Tucker, and Nick Jonas as a family of MMA fighters. A retired MMA fighter turned trainer juggles keeping his mixed martial arts gym running and keeping his family united. If you've never watched this show, I highly recommend it for two reasons. One, it's a great show, and two, you'll be able to keep listening to us reviewing television programs.
Yay!
You can always follow us on Twitter, as long as Twitter is still a thing, at the Duffy Dome. But hopefully, like I said, the Heels can find a new home, even if it's just a movie.
Yeah, a movie would be good. Just finish it up.
Give me a couple of movies, or
one movie even.
Give us 6 episodes.
Yeah. Like, they did that little special with Timeless, and they wrapped everything up for you. So, I can handle that.
I don't know. We'll hold out hope that this episode isn't the last. But if it is, we want to thank everyone for listening, and I hope that you come on with us on our next venture, Kingdom. Check it out on Peacock. Kingdom, starring Frank Grillo, Jonathan Tucker, and Nick Jonas. All right, anything else you want to say about Heels?
I'm very sad it's been canceled. I feel like this is a mistake, Starz, but I mean, you do you.
What she said. Well, she's off to do grown-up school stuff, and I'll be on Twitter if you want to come say hey. So thanks again for everyone who listened. This has been the Duffy Dome. Let's play it out one last time. My name's Jarrod.
My name's Julie.
We'll see you next time for Kingdom. I always get a little sad when I do the fade out. Coming up Elvis style.
The peace that